So 2 pieces of news I want to tackle here. One of them is we finally have some in-package images of the new Transformers EarthRise stuff, and not much to really talk about here except that it's very green, I guess to go with that Earth gimmick. And something that's kind of unfortunate, but maybe just from my perspective, it looks like they're going to be continuing what they did with the beginning of Siege. When we had Power of the Prime, on the back of the packaging, we got kind of at least a little bit of a blurb explaining some of these characters. And when we started with Siege, with the new packaging gimmick and Deluxes being in a more box and stuff, we kind of phased that out. And I can understand the argument. A lot of these are pre-established characters, and they don't need some introduction to most of us and what their story is. But, I mean, when you have a lot of Micromasters that had very little to no fictional representation, and, I mean, characters like Sound Barrier that we're going to be getting soon, that I guess we'll call him the Bridge Transformer or the Platform Transformer, and even the likes of Ironworks. I want to know what the story is with that. I mean, I wish I had a full tech spec bio with that one just to explain what's the difference between now him and Iron Tread. Why is this a sentient base? I'd love to know this kind of stuff. Maybe this is stuff that's going to be in the comics at some point in the future with the IDW books. I'm not holding my breath, but it is something that I was curious, and it's unfortunate that they're continuing with this just like they did with Siege. Now it's with EarthRise. No bios, none at all. Just a wall of text of every single language and every single warning possible. And I mean, I guess that just comes with the globalization of the brand now at this point. But at the same time, it's kind of a shame. But, it is what it is. At least we got some now final images of what everything looks like in package. And again, it's more or less mimicking exactly what Siege was before, but just much more green to represent Earth. And the second thing I want to talk about is we also finally got some confirmation of what is going to be some of the Hallmark ornaments for Transformers for the holiday season coming up. Looks like we're going to be getting a G1 Megatron that can be found as we speak right now. They've been found in some Fred Meyers. They've been found in some Walmarts. I just want to warn right now, these ornaments, these open package kind of ornaments where you could kind of touch the figure and stuff that you find at Walmart, including this Megatron, if they're anything like the previous ones that they've released, like the Optimus Prime and everything, be careful when it comes to hanging these. They do not take a tumble. They are extremely fragile. Extremely, extremely fragile. Ornaments kind of have this thing where it's like, oh, they're shatterproof. Well, not in these cases. This is pretty fragile stuff. If it's any indication from the Optimus Prime and the Bumblebee that we've seen previously. So it is what it is. Just be forewarned. Maybe buy 2 of them. Buy one to keep in the package and buy one to hang. And if it takes a dive, well, I thought he was made of sterner stuff. So let me know what you think about this new packaging and its greenness, and if you're interested in picking up this Megatron.